Hello, I'm Nadine and a very warm welcome. So, no joke, there has been an actual real life fight for the last piece of this brownie. They are chocolatey brownies with salted caramel. I think I should stop talking and start baking. Let's do this. We will make the caramel sauce first, and while it's cooling, then we'll work on the brownie. Now, I have this other really popular recipe. It's a caramelized banana upside down cake. I'll link it here. Sometimes caramel can be a bit tricky and it can get crystallized, which ruins the look of your dessert. So, I'm going to give you a few tips so that doesn't happen and you can have beautiful looking caramel. We will add the sugar and water. This is the only time you're just going to give it a light stir, and then no more stirring after this. That's it. We will keep it at a medium flame. And now the second tip to avoid crystallization is that we're just going to wipe down the sides of the pan. As your sugar starts boiling, it sticks to the sides of the pan, and if that goes back in, that'll mess up everything. So to avoid that, this is how you do it. And as the sugar boils, then we'll do it a couple of times. And if you don't have a pastry brush, you can really wet a paper towel and then just do the sides, but obviously be very careful. Adults only, don't burn yourself. Caramel is very hot. I worked in a pastry kitchen in London once, and I feel like the chef could literally just put his fingers in. I don't know what his fingers are made of. But yeah, don't do that. The caramel is starting to turn a golden brown. It takes definitely over 10 minutes, but it'll vary depending on your stove. So at best, you can just give it a little swirl, but no vigorous mixing with a spoon. Now we're going to take it off the heat and put the cream in, and you have to be very careful because it bubbles up, but it'll be fine. Now we'll put this back on the stove for a little bit, and it'll become a smooth caramel sauce. It's all melted and ready. That's our sauce. How good does it look? So we're just going to let it cool, and now we are starting on the brownies. For the brownies, you need a 7-inch square metal pan, and you have to line it with parchment paper. Don't skip this step because you want to be able to just pull out the brownies once they're done and then do the caramel step. In the fudgy brownie video, this is done in more detail. It's very simple, but you can have a look at that if you want to know how to do this well. First step, I'm going to melt the butter and sugar together. I'm doing it in the microwave. 30 seconds, stir, 30 seconds till it's melted. You don't want to burn this. Chocolate and butter is melted. Now let's start the next step. Eggs, vanilla, and sugar we're going to beat together. Once it's light and fluffy, we are going to add the chocolate. Chocolate and butter goes in. Look at that. It's kind of like lick the spoon. Don't do that. Okay, now we're going to sift in the dry ingredients. Once you have all the dry ingredients mixed in, this goes in the pan. We will just smooth this and add the nuts on top. Now this will go in the oven at 350. It takes about half an hour, but all ovens are different. Just check once you put a toothpick or skewer inside, it should come out fairly clean. I baked these brownies before. I clearly went a little nuts with the nuts, but whatever you like. So we're going to cut these first and then put the caramel on because it just makes it easier. Again, in the fudgy brownie video, I show you in detail how to cut this. Basically, just take a very sharp knife, put it in hot water, wipe it and cut it. Then you'll get very clean cuts. I'm just eyeballing it, but if you're very particular, you can, measure this out. Now for the fun part, the caramel sauce. I made this sauce earlier as well. And last step, we just sprinkle it with some salt. This is coarse sea salt. And this is just amazing. The sweet and the salty together is pure magic. I've been waiting for this time. Let's taste it. I can't even tell you how good this is. It's pure magic. I am so excited for you to try these. If you make them, I love hearing about it. So let me know either in the comments of this video or tag me on Instagram. As usual, the full recipe will be on my website, nadineali.com. Remember to subscribe here because in the next video, we're having even more brownie fun. So you don't want to miss that. I hope you share this with your loved ones. Until next time.